Hello everyone, my name is Kenny. Today I want to introduce Japan's basic information to you. Japan is an island country located in East Asia with an area of about 378,000 square kilometers and a population of 126 million. It ranks 11 in the world. Japan is the third largest economy in the world, and it is one of the most advanced countries in the world. Tokyo is the most important city in Japan, which is located in the Kanto region of Japan. At present, Tokyo has a population of 36 million. Tokyo is currently the largest metropolitan area in the world, and it is the most important world-class city in Asia. The 32nd Summer Olympic Games, also known as the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, will be held in Tokyo from July 24 to August 9. It is second time for Tokyo to host Summer Olympic Games, and also the first time for Japan to host Summer Olympic Games.
Hello, my name is Sunny, and I think everyone is not unfamiliar with Japan. Speaking of Japan, I believe everyone will have the imaginations of Japan, such as the scenery, the food, and so on. Today, I want to share Japanese manners and taboos with you to let you know more deeply about Japan. First, I want to talk about the color. They dislike purple color because they think purple is zero color, and they dislike green color either because they think green color is an unfortunate color. And take the pictures. They often don't take a picture that has 3 people because this is sort of an unfortunate omen because they think some bad things will happen to the middle one in the picture. And the language. The Japanese also have the similar taboos with Taiwan. For example, Taiwanese think that the number 4 homonym sounds like death in Chinese. Therefore, we often can see the number 4 word in Taiwanese hospital, and this situation is the same as Japanese hospitals. Food. In Taiwan, we often to see someone have a meal that is a pig's liver or pig's heart and so on. But in Japan, they often don't eat fat meat and the animal's internal organs. Besides, we often adjust our clothes or touch our hair because we want to have a good look to ourselves, but this is impolite in Japan because they think this is not clean. And next, I want to share the common words Japanese respond to. For example, hi, it means yes, and so desu ne means yes, and so desu ka means really, and hondo means yes, really, and hondoni means really, and machi means really, and naruhodo means yes, really. And because they think yes, and this is to show this is not only to show someone's listen to carefully to the guy who talks, but also to show the guys interested in the some excuse to the teacher or the boss because we want to clarify that we didn't mean to be late. But in Japan, is it wiser to just say sorry to the teacher or the boss because when we explain more, the boss or the teacher may be more angry.
My name is Cyrus. Japanese art has had a long historical standing and could be tracked back 1,000 years before Christ. Well, it was the so-called Nara era. However, Japanese art is extensive wide, including Asian sculpture, pottery, modern cartoons, comics, and so on. Today I'm gonna introduce 3 of the famous Japanese arts. One is Akibana, another is the tea ceremony, and still another is the kabuki. First, let's talk about Akibana. The name sounds weird because it was translated from Japanese. Actually, Akibana is a Japanese art form of flower arrangement. More than simply putting flowers in a container, Akibana is a disciplined art form in which nature and humanity can be brought in together. Although Akibana is a creative expression, it still has its certain rules governing its form. Akibana really emphasizes the outer area of the plants, such as its items and leaves, and it draws emphasis towards its lines, shapes, and form. The artist's intention behind each arrangement will be shown through a piece's color combinations, the graceful lines, and the natural forms, and it also often implies the meaning of each arrangement. Next, let's talk about the tea ceremony. Until now, the Japanese tea ceremony has been more than 400 years. In ancient time, except drinking beer, the tea was also one of the amusement for Japanese. There's even a saying that Japanese tea was a combination of the Japanese culture. In fact, it was true. Due to the etiquette of Japanese tea, making it and having it, Japanese tea was... In fact, it was true. Due to the etiquette of making tea and having it, the Japanese tea ceremony really attaches importance to the tea set, the tea room, and the decoration of the interior and outdoors. Japanese valued the historical culture so that there are still many high schools have the Japanese tea ceremony clubs and are always famous in girls. Especially in Kyoto, all women should have been learned Japanese tea. In addition, every October, there are still many tests about the tea culture annually held around the whole country. Speaking of Japanese art, most people may think of kabuki. Therefore, let's talk something about kabuki. Maybe you guys are now wondering what kabuki is. To put it simply, kabuki is a unique Japanese drama and is also one of the Japanese traditional arts. It became the international intangible cultural heritage judged by UNESCO in 2005. Modern kabuki is special in the delicate stage scenery, the complexes of the stage organ, and the most important thing is that all the performers should be men. Kabuki really requires that the performance should be more like a woman in the voice, makeup, and clothes, and even the emotion. That's the reason why all the audience may think that the performers are more like a woman than a woman.
Hi, my name is Nico. Now let me introduce the Japanese festival for you. Most people know delicious food and beautiful views in Japan. However, a few people know that the maintenance of the traditional activities and the cultural heritage in Japan is followed by many countries. And festivals in different seasons in Japan are a representation of the maintenance of traditional culture. There are many local festivals in Japan because every shrine has its own festival. They celebrate for their religions, seasons, and historical events Most of them are held once a year. They may take 1 day, few days or more. Now I will talk about the 3 major festivals in Japan. The first one is Tenshin Festival. It's an annual event in Osaka, Tenmango. It's held in July 25th. The second one is Shentian Festival. It's a biennial event in Edo, Shentian-gong. It's held in May. The last one is Zhiyuan Festival. It's a gorgeous festival in Millennium ancient capital Zhiyuan. It's in Kyoto and is held in Baban Shenshe. Okay, now let me introduce the Zhiyuan Day for you. First, its origin is because of the plague. In AD 869, many people in Kyoto suffered the plague, and they wanted to solve it, so they worship God. Second, its major activities include the parade and lightening ceremony. Next, its highlights of the festival are the parade of the decorated festive floats, over 6 meters tall, playing music from their upper floors.
Okay, it is the end of our presentation.
Thank you for your listening.